My pregnant wife of 10 years is cheating on me. About 6 weeks ago we found out my wife was pregnant. About 6 hours ago I found out she was cheating on me. I wish I could make this up, and I swear it feels like a bad dream. I'm so shocked and upset. I have been with my wife for 10 years this year. I thought our relationship was great. I've never felt more comfortable or happier. We are both 28. I'm gonna make this incredibly long story short. She has been cheating on me the last 1.5 months with her ex. Apparently they talked on Facebook. When she reached out to tell him happy birthday, she instigated by doing this, I am assuming. They slept together 3 times, hung out 6. She was going to TJ Maxx, sending me pictures of baby clothes but hanging out with him. This woman was my world. I did everything I could for her. I was so excited for this baby. We were trying. She swears it's mine and there's no way that it's his, but she lied saying they only slept together once. He told me 3 times. She finally admitted it. She said that she told him she loved him but didn't mean it. My thing is, how would she love him after only 1 month? They dated like 13 years ago. It's just hard for me to believe, and I'm questioning if the child is even mine. It's literally the worst day of my life, guys. I'm terrified. My anxiety is awful. I feel so sick. She's texting me saying she wants to work it out, but she was so shady. Apparently she turned off Life 360 and her mom noticed something was up but didn't tell me. Come to find out, she told her mom she saw him but they just talked and nothing more. I have Life 360 on my phone because my brother, sister, and wife wanted to be in the loop with where I was, which was fine. But I don't use it to track them and never have. I trusted her 100%. It doesn't feel real. I keep hoping this is a bad nightmare and I have anxiety and it's freaking me out so bad. I can't believe she did this to me. We have a home together, all of our finances are together. This was the life I wanted and now I don't know how to move on. I'm so betrayed. She was the sweetest woman I've ever met and I'm just in shock. I don't know how to feel. Comment. She needs to get a paternity test ASAP. If it's yours, you'll need to figure out the legal arrangements of the child. Find any evidence you can of her cheating. You'll need it for the lawyers. This sucks a lot, and take the time you need to grieve, but now it's time to handle it to protect yourself. Keep those messages and screenshot them. Of course cheaters are going to feel sorry and guilty. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be repented of their mistake. But who knows if this will happen again. This was a huge breach in your trust. It's better to be alone than feel alone with someone else. You deserve much better, man. Even if she says she's sorry, don't believe her. She destroyed your trust in her. Get a paternity test and a good attorney. If she really loved you, she wouldn't have cheated on you, remember that. I wish you the best of lucks. You have messages of her admitting to cheating on you, but I doubt that she told you everything. Paternity test for the baby, STD test for you, and a consultation with a lawyer. Even if you choose to stay with her, you need to get some safeguards in place for you, such as a post-nuptial agreement and having your own bank account that she doesn't have access to. I would also make sure to have individual credit cards. If I were in your place, I'd walk away. First things first, turn off your phone. To avoid worry, quick text of "I need to think about this." Give yourself a day to breathe and think without her distracting you with her guilt. She deserves to feel guilty and take the repercussions as it comes. She's feeding off your responses. This entire thought process will take time. I suggest reaching out to a therapist to get an objective outlook. You can get in touch with a therapist relatively quickly. You don't have to stick with a therapist if you don't want to, but a few sessions can help. Now the hard part, you have to decide if you want to be in a marriage where there is no trust. From experience, it will be terrible. You will fight about it randomly, you will feel insecure, you will be anxious when she's out running errands. You will drive yourself crazy. I strongly suggest getting a divorce attorney and a paternity test. Save every text from her and her ex, print them out if you're worried she could delete them to try and save her ass in court. An attorney will help you sort out finances. I am so sorry you are going through this. Picture yourself 10 years from now, you're happy, you have a wife that you deeply trust, love, and have the same wants in life with no compromises. I found that kind of love and you will too. Next story 2. I'm meeting up with my ex, 8 months after our breakup. I'm going to be having dinner with my ex next Wednesday. We were in a hybrid long-distance relation, I was there half the year, and we were long-distance the other half. She lives in NYC, and I live in London, UK, but used to spend half of time in NYC, which wasn't entirely due to her being there, but played a significant role. We were together 18 months. We broke up as she claimed that our life values did not align. Then met someone else very soon afterwards. Yes, I'm aware she was most likely seeing him before we broke up. I do know she had already met him prior to our breakup. I'm also aware they were not together long. In fact, she didn't explicitly break up with, she told me she had started seeing another guy, something I am a little resentful that she could not just have said, look, I don't think we're working. We have only shared a couple of messages since the breakup really. I did receive some angry messages in May/June that I chose not to reply to. Then in late June, she made the suggestion of meeting up when she would be in the UK in August, to which I said I would think about, but never got back to her after that, and then last week contacted me if I wished to meet up still, to which I have agreed to and just replied with a place and a time. I have some worries about meeting up with her, seeing as I had coped with the breakup reasonable well, and my feelings for her have reduced a lot during this period of time, but she had suggested we do so as she would be in the UK for a conference. I thought I would give her the benefit of the doubt. I have to say most of my friends either think this is waste of time, or letting her play games, as she did used to attempt emotional manipulation from time to time. She also messaged me this evening telling me she was in Georgia, country, and it was somewhere we had intended to go together, as I speak Georgian due to studying linguistics and Georgian for my bachelor's. So I have no idea if that's coincidence or something else. Uneasy face. I am expecting this to be a one-time just chat up meeting, and nothing more than that. I don't really know what I would feel about it being any different than that. I wonder what you guys and gals think. Many thanks. Edit. Thank you for the advice everyone. I have cancelled and she's blocked me. It would have been a waste of my time, and frankly she's not worth my giving her my attention, and I feel for any guys that do so for her in the future. So thank you all very much for helping on this issue. I have taken the majority advice. Thanks again. Comment. I wouldn't do it. It's just going to make you feel things again and set you back. What's the point of meeting up now? Personally wouldn't go back out with an ex, but if it's just dinner and to catch up, I don't really see anything wrong with that. Obviously she probably likes you still or something along those lines. Honestly, she sounds like my crazy ex-best friend, who I just cut off. She was insane. She's kinda pretty and the guys she dated were the nerdy white guys type, and she's half Asian and doing well in her career. Anyway, she dated this guy Patrick and she'd gaslight him and manipulate him. He's a very soft-spoken, non-confrontational guy, but I thought he's just someone who's got internal demons and I've enjoyed hanging out with him. When he broke up with her, citing her jealous tendencies and how she'd always make him the one to blame, she started sleeping with her ex, who's coincidentally the best friend of my ex, and blow up Patrick's phone because she saw that he followed some Asian girls on Instagram. Ridiculous. Your ex sounds like her. Crazy, insecure type who throws their problems in your face. I mean, ultimately she was right. I would frame that as cheating and she was just about as casual about it as anyone can be. Then when that didn't work out, she began the attempts to slither back into your life. Everyone is saying it. What do you get out of this? If you are there trying to make it work again, then be aware that clearly nothing has changed. She revealed a pretty scary selfish side, and you are unwittingly sending her the message that you will condone that sort of thing. The fact that you can't say whether you would be down to get back together or not means part of you isn't fully over her. You've even reading into things about her travels. I think part of you is hoping you get back together, so you need to think long and hard if that's something that is wise and okay for you. I'd argue not based on what you've wrote, because once that gets offered to you, I doubt you'll turn it down. If you are fully 100% over her, then no harm in going, otherwise don't, unless you want to date her again. I speak from personal experience.